Good morning. It's your baby boomer, Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, here with another Create and Relate. How are you all this morning? Coffee. Well, as you can see behind me, I have been busy, and I actually did finish the skirt, complete with the waistband. Y'all, she even got a split on the side. Check her out. You can't tell that it's purple because the lighting is horrible, but it is great. And I basically used this as a model to see if I could do it. I am going to record some tutorial videos. That's how I did it. It's really so simple. It really is, but I'm going to be doing it for a size me. And this obviously is not a size me. But you see, it's well constructed. I am putting this together. I saw where I can make changes, make some differences, and that's what I'm going to be working on. I am today going back to the shawls. I have to at least complete one of them. One of the, how many am I looking at right now? One, two shawls in a bag. Gotta finish one of them. After I finished the that's one thing I want to work on, not saying so much. But after I finished the skirt, I started working on another bottle holder. When I said I have to get this yarn down, y'all, if you had any idea how much yarn I have in this room, oh my goodness. I did manage to get that out of the closet up front. I didn't realize how much I had gotten down though, because I have yarn in my bathroom, I have yarn in my closet, I have yarn in my room. I did have yarn in the coat closet up front, but I got that's now in the closet. And I am continuing to make cakes out of this yarn that I have that's has no rhyme or reason. And I'm making things happen. I am making things happen. I hopefully will be going to the store today to get a battery for my scale so that I can jump on the scale and let you know where we're going to be starting from. Even though I have already somewhat started as far as my diet is concerned, I am not at the point that I want to give up coffee, and I probably never will get to that point. I can tell you that my cups of coffee only yield 70 calories because coffee itself doesn't have any calories, but the creamer, I use 2 tablespoons of creamer, and it's 35 calories per tablespoon. So that's 70 calories in the morning. This morning for breakfast, I will probably be having a fruit cup, and that'll be just so I can take my medication. And then I personally will not be eating again until around 12-ish. At that point, we usually do sandwich and chips for the kids. But I think we're going to go on a little exploration today. We're going to go to the store and we're going to get them some pudding cups and some other little snacks that they can have. Got to get them some chips. We do the low salt plain chips from Lay's. Come in a blue bag. They're really good. If I can talk to you all for a minute, I had said something about it last week about beware of scammers. And I've been looking a lot into it. I was very, very, very recently contacted by a supposed celebrity, and within the, well, I was thanked for being a fan, asked questions like how long I had been a fan, what was my favorite movie, all those types of things, just reeling me in. And then they asked me for a picture. I sent the same picture I sent to anybody, which is very old. And it was like, wow, you're beautiful. You're just what I'm looking for. I love you so much. Hold on, wait a minute. What? We've been talking all of 15 minutes and you love me? You calling me your wife? Nah. So at that point, you know what it is. Me, I have an extremely playful nature. So certain trains I'll hop on and ride to the end of that ride just to see how far it's going to go. All of us got a little bad streak in us. All of us do. And when people start feeling like they can manipulate me, I like to kind of turn the tables a little bit. So, he tries to get me to download this app through cryptocurrency, which I had the app already, and gives me his information to put in, and shows me that he has like almost $100,000 in cryptocurrency, and he's going to tell me how to get it out. He wants me to go get a gift card and put $500 on the gift card. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'll do that. But you got to send me the $500. No, you do that and I'll pay you back. And okay, what you don't understand is I don't have $500. So if you want this gift card, then you have to send me the $500. You don't have any money? You can't even do $100? Okay, let me put this in terms that you understand it. So then I sent the dollar sign with the 0.00 behind it. That's how much money I have. So if you want me to put something on it, you're going to have to send the amount of money plus what it costs to activate the card, which is usually somewhere between $2.95 and $12.95 in these parts. So you just send me what you want me to put on it, and I'll get it up there. And while you're at it, send me a little tattoo. I mean, hey, if we're going to do this, let's do this. I dropped my hook, y'all. I had to get it back. So after telling me that he would be talking to me every day, I didn't hear from him the next day. Then it was a hi the day after that. And y'all, I have nothing to do but sit here and crochet and look at TV. So I said hi. Then he asked me did I have a fan card. No. Well, get a fan card, and so I can come see you. What? What? If you get a fan card, I can come see you. In my mind, I'm like, since I know you're a scammer, I don't think coming to see me is what you really want to do. Don't take the kind little old lady as weakness. Don't let this fool you. Because I will protect your mind, especially after what I have been through for the past 4.5 years. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead on and put it out here because I'm tired of it. I woke up this morning and I was like, you know what? I am walking into newness in my life, and it's time for me to cut all shenanigans loose. Babies, 4.5 years ago, got a phone call that was much needed at the time that I got it. Continued to talk to this person in the first week, heard the same thing, I love you. Asked me to say it back. Well, I love everybody. I do. I'm not trying to cause any ruckus or rifts or anything with anybody. And with that being said, and I'm put a pin in the other part, and we're gonna go to the ribs. I have to learn to stop commenting on people's pages, on people's channels, because if people can't hear your voice and see your face, I'm learning your words are not taken the way they're intended. Uh, Very recently, even though the YouTuber finally understood after me explaining, um, my words were taken by other viewers as me not being nice or me joking on that individual, and it wasn't the case. I'm sure all of you who are watching and have seen me before have heard me say that when I sit in this chair, I had to change my room around, because when I sat in this chair, I felt like I was sitting in the punishment chair. So it just became a little thing for me. And when I said something to that effect to that person, some other people started getting down on me, and it wasn't intended to be malicious at all. That's not even my nature. Got on another live later on and told this person that I thought they were amazing and that I had learned so much from them, and told them that, they had inspired me to start my own YouTube channel. I was snubbed by them. At the moment my feelings were hurt. I got all in my feelings. I did. But these are times that I say, I thank God I'm not who I used to be, number one. Number two, I don't even think who I used to be would have made me respond to that any differently than I did. I just stopped saying anything. I continued to watch the live until I got myself out of, because I had to take it. This person has taught me a lot, and I accept that. But if I choose to watch anything else done by this person, I don't know if y'all heard that. If I choose to watch anything else by this person, it'll be solely for learning purposes. I have been on a couple of lives with this person and never commented before. So this time I commented because I know how important comments are. And I am all about positivity. I am all about good energy. I think that there has been enough bad in my life that I don't need anything negative coming back to me, so I send out good. Okay? I send out good to go right along with what we've all been raised with. Treat people the way you want to be treated. So if I treat you with love, I want nothing but love back. But like I said, I'm not outing that person. I'm not even mad at that person. Yeah, and the reason I'm not mad at them is because people are who they are. And if Medea didn't tell you, somebody else did along the way. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Believe them. I'm not petty. I'm not catty, even though my nickname is Kitty. But I'm not. But I am a person. I generally am a quiet person, shy and reserved. And I'm not one who stirs up trouble. I'm not. And I don't come at people in that way. I also will not allow anybody to dim my light. I'm not. So the only thing I have to say, if the person who snubbed me ever happens to look at my channel, is God bless you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I mean that from the depths of my soul. God bless you. And that's where we are with that. But those were the two things that I wanted to say. The most important, of course, is don't be scammed. Don't be, okay. unpinned. So, after this person tells me that they love me and all this, that, and the other, and is calling me their wife, that was the first red flag. Then it was the story about them being out of the country. This was just before COVID hit, okay? Them being out of the country. Their son was in another state, and he's sick, and he's not eating, and his bank account is tied up, and he doesn't have the means to send the money, and could I possibly send anything? Now, this is where I find out if you're for me or against me. I have bills. It's just me, my daughter, and my grandkids. That's not a secret. We have bills that we have to pay. At the time, we were in a house. We had, thank God the house was paid for, but we live in a Commonwealth state. They want money from everywhere, so we had taxes and personal property taxes and insurance to pay. We also had electric bill, water bill, gas bill, lawn care service. You get the picture. I had to keep gas in the car to get back and forth to work. We had our own expenses, groceries, diapers for the kids, clothes for the kids. And when my daughter worked, she was on her feet all the time, so ever so often we had to replace work shoes. And yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And when I expressed this to the individual, then it was, I don't know what we're going to do, and I don't like the idea of being over here sick, and I'm not able to I'm not even eating myself, and okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I can't help. I can't help. Further along, it was another request for money, and then upon me showing the picture to one of my kids pointed out who the picture was. So I confronted this individual with that, and they said, I'm sorry, I was going to tell you when we actually met, and I didn't want to tell you because being who I am, generally when I meet people, they want me for my money or what I can do for them, and yada, 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 so forth and so on. And at that point, a lot of people did not realize that I had disconnected. Because this person offered something that nobody else was giving me at that time, and that was somebody to be open with and someone to talk to. I had very recently lost my mother, and I could not communicate my feelings with anybody without them feeling bad. And I was going through a lot from every angle. I was going through stuff on my job about it. I was going through stuff in my family, in my church, in the community, in certain organizations that we belong to. There was something coming at me from every angle, and I needed to talk it out. And that's why I held on to that person as long as I did, because they offered me somebody to talk to. Well, at a certain point, I got a little too trusting. Gave this person information that they really did not need to have. They in turn gave me information or access to something of theirs. Well, I'm not that type of person. I will go broke, be naked and homeless before I take from somebody else. I won't do it. So in giving them the information, they got access to a banking account, had money put in my account, and then had me to transfer that money to them. Okay. Can't do that no more. So then the bank looks further into it and got kicked out of the bank. Not realizing, because I needed to talk, I the bank didn't tell me exactly what was going on. They just said they didn't need that type of activity, and and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I know I've been a victim of identity theft, and we tracked one down to the McDonald's. They were ordering massive amount of books, but it threw my account into a negative. Once we got that cleared up, they took the overdraft fees off, but the amount still had to be paid. And then there's someplace else over here that I use my card in Hampton. We tracked it back to that place and got my money back from there. I even got my money back from there and the overdraft fees, because this particular company had been reported a few times from other people as well. So I'm not sure at this point exactly what is going on. So I had to switch banks, and in that I gave my Zelle information to this individual. And they said to me, I'm sending you something so that you don't have to go through all this, but I need you to send me this much of it. Ouch. I want you to keep this for yourself and send me this. And I even said to them then, I don't, something about this just doesn't feel right. I don't, and it's like, no. So when I went, I specifically asked the lady, I said, does this look right to you? Do y'all usually get checks faxed over to you? It's cool, and it goes through, it checks out. Okay. As long as it checks out with y'all. Well, when it went back to be reconciliated, it did not. Everything didn't jive up. This is after it goes through the bank. It goes through another process, and it didn't jive. Okay, now this, because this individual watches my channel, and I don't want you to, because I want you to understand what's going on and why we're not talking. So I get kicked out of bank number 2. When that happens, your name is put on the list and it's circulated throughout. So I caught the dickens trying to get another bank. But I got one. And nobody gets that information. Nobody. I don't have anything attached to it that anybody can get to. Got all kinds of security features on it. So it's safe. It's secure. Information that this person already had. And knowing that, I don't know how else to say this. I know it's going to sound funny when I say it, but knowing that I'm funded by the government, because that's my disability, that comes from the government. And I realize it's what I paid into. I'm not doing anything to get my money back, but still, this person put my name on some tax documents. So of course, when Social Security Administration looks at all of this, my stuff started getting cut off. No, I have no words for you. You trying to screw me from every angle. I mean, we all straight now. We all clear. Y'all can see I still got a roof over my head. I'm still at home. But I have nothing for you anymore. I can't even play your game anymore. The game of, yes, I'll wait for you. Oh, yes. I have asked this individual for one thing in the 4.5 years that I've known them. And the way I asked for it, I said, I want a ring. I want an inexpensive ring. I want to be able to look at that ring and know what you see when you think of me. That's the ring. I don't know how much it's worth. I keep it on my finger because it's purple, y'all. Y'all know me. I love purple. This purple goes with everything. But there are no emotions attached to the ring. There are no emotions at this point attached to the individual. I love everybody, even those who have wronged me. I have a very forgiving spirit, and I have a very loving spirit. And I'm not going to say your name because I don't know your real name. I know you're not who you say you are, and I have known that for years. If you can't give me truth, if you can't give me honesty, I can't give you me. Because that's who I am. My name is Catherine. Look it up. It means pure. That's all I can give, and that's all I want in return. So, like I said, my little chat for this morning, beware of the scammers. Don't at one point, I'm not going to front. One point the feelings were invested and I was hurt, and there would be tears shed. I was hurt with the situation. I was hurt by the individual, and I was mad at myself for allowing myself to go through that at that point for 3 years. But this past year and a half has been, it's been weird to some extent. My daughter that lives with me knows. She knows exactly how I feel, and she knows that there is a serious disconnect. She has heard the callousness in my voice when I talk to him. Yeah, he calls. She'll even see the text messages and see that I don't have long drawn out conversations with you anymore. I don't have that peppy, just get into my day with you and care about your day. I don't have that. I don't. And he's not the only one who has tried to reach out. There have been several others, and the ones that come to me claiming to be celebrities. I've got the one claiming to, well, I'm not going to put the names out. Well, I don't know. I should have, I'm warning everybody. But Jason Momoa, I doubt, has 40 Facebook accounts. And there was once Rihanna and what is his name? Oh my goodness, his new name is Franklin. And it's right on the tip of my tongue. He has the baby girl line. Shamar Franklin Moore. Yeah. And Chinadu, Mr. Flavor from Africa. And yeah, it's just a whole bunch of them, Charlie Wilson, Kevin Hart. These individuals don't know me from snot. But then everybody's piling up in my messenger. And it just makes it hard for the real, there was one, I have met one individual, a really sweet school teacher from Florida. Yeah, from Florida. And I get confused where he's from because he'll stop through here as he's on his way to Philadelphia to see family. But he's a kindergarten school teacher. When I met him, that's what he was. He still is. I've seen this individual. We've had dinner together, and several dinners together. And he's just like so super cool. But we could never be a couple because he's young enough to be darn near my grandson. But he's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that I can mingle with. But yeah, anyway. But the scamming makes it hard for the real. The fake makes it hard for the real. And I wrote a poem about it not too long ago. Of course, I write everything in my phone. I think there was one that I actually wrote on the computer, and yeah, there was one that I actually wrote on my computer that I wanted to share with you all. But I told y'all about one that I wrote, and that I sent it to this person, and they thought it was about them. It really was not about them, but and it says, "My buddy, my buddy." I had to stop right there because the rest is a lie. Whenever I ask you along, you quickly wave bye bye. You only hang around when I got whatever and Henny on the side. Well, my buddy, you can respectfully kiss my. See, your lips aren't even worth my boo boo tones and low moans when I squat and drop these drones, but it be gone. And to anyone who reads my story and feels like you fit this category, let me be the first to say to you, I'm completely embracing my new attitude. If you're hungry, I'll feed you. If you're thirsty, I'll quench you. But if you try to play me, I'll treat you like a beep and pimp you. I'm officially retired from swinging on the pole because each and every month I end up in the hole. It's time for me to come out on top. It's time for all of that mess to stop. No more crocodile boo-hoos for your fake I love yous. Mama got a brand new pair of shoes. And with all of that, miss me with that boo. I had to alter a lot of words in that because I had that kind of feeling going on. Yeah. But just beware. Please, please, please beware. And if you ever feel lonely, if you send me a message and just need somebody to talk to, you can email me. And I'll give you my number and you can call and talk to me anytime. You certainly can. Because I love you for real. Like I said, I have a happy nature and I want everybody around me to be happy. And that includes you. So, with that being said, don't forget to go past that mirror and tell that reflection, I love you. And know with every fiber of your being that I, Kitty Lane, love you too. Peace out, my lovelies.